We're trying today. It's hard. Outputs trigger signals at regular interval. Interval should be intervals, right? Regular intervals. Outputs trigger signals at regular intervals. The interval can be set manually. What does that mean? Triggers are output at 100 volts. What the fuck is this? Oh, we don't have an input. Got it. These are sources. We can just make them. Okay. I got 3 different ones. What happens when we do this? Okay, so that does work. Okay, that's what a 2 looks like. So then the next one must be a 3. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. So this is a 2. That's fine. We'll stick that there, right next to me. This is better than a DVD screen, right? Right? Okay. And then we have a 3. Oh my god. 3. Okay. Why does this not work? Oh, you can scroll on it. Okay. And the next one's a 2, but it's like a negative. It's a negative 2, which means not. So we got a not. So we need a split and we need a not because we only need 1 clock. So this is an out, this is an in, this is an out, this is an out, this is an in, and that should just work, right? It's not cute though. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me put these so you could see them. We can move this here and here. Okay. And then we have like the opposite, which is this. And then we have in our 3 interval, which is completely different. Let's see, does that work? We did it! These are cool, I like these. They're kind of mathy. They're like input generation. They're the first input generation I've seen. Good work. Gordon will send you the next specifications. I expect he wants to share his opinion with you. All right. Yeah, I just ended my little thing. Yeah, GG. Yeah, we this is how many I've done so far. So, oh, these are optional? Did I do this one? I did this one. So anything that looks like I've done, I've done. So this one was really hard last time. And I was like, I think I did this one. And I was like, okay, I'm good. Min and max redesign. Hey, one of our engineers came up with this design for making spare min and max modules in case you don't have enough. You have to complete the design though if you have time. Are you and Miriam still arguing? No, not much point. We can't convince each other, but she's our leader. It's her call if you say so. Build a min-max comparators. Each time step, compare source 1 to source 2. Send the higher of the 2 to... Okay. So I get to make min and max now, which is going to be pretty sick. Okay. Okay, so this is a max and this is a min. This is gonna be a brain thinker for sure. Okay, so VCAs are going to be important. So we're going to need some splitters. Let's start out with some nice splitters. Let's take source 1. Do not fall. Don't do that. None of that. Okay. Where do I want this? We got source 1 and source 2. We want to compare source 1 and source 2, larger to one, smaller to the other. So basically, we're going to need those to go to the VCA. And if it's the larger one, it's a true. If it's the smaller one, it's the false. So we need to be able to how did I do that before? If either inputs are more than 0, 100 is the output otherwise. So how do we... And you can't subtract. So how do we compare these? Like you could do like a test for each one, but that's not going to be what you want. How do you do this? You have an in, you have a sum, you have nots. This is it. The attenuator is the key because the attenuator can invert. So you go negative 100. Suddenly you have subtraction, right? Okay. There we go. That's how we do it. So we take the attenuator in the and. So this will flip. So then we basically want to say 1 minus 2, and we want to check if it's positive. So knots will tell us. So attenuator, in. So it's negative 100, which we do as into. So that's, I guess that's, I kind of want to do source 2 just because I feel like it's right. Okay, so source 1 minus source 2. Wait, no, and's not going to do it. It's going to be an add. It's a sum. Whoop. Now we have a subtraction problem. Boo. Okay. Out. And then... why didn't it save the color when I click another one? Okay. There we go. So this is 1 minus 2. Source 1 minus source 2. This will give us some teal value. Teal value, if it's more than 0, it's 0, else it's 100. Okay, so this is our comparator. So this is saying, I gotta write this down. So this is source 1 minus source 2. Greater than so source 1 is greater than source 2, not will, so if it's more than 0, it's 0. More than 0, 0. Source 1 minus source 2. Ah! Wow, that was fast. That was interesting. Stop this. If. You're gonna write ifs. If 100. Right? This is less than. Which should be 1, right? Not. it'll output 100. Okay, if source there, then I don't need a then. I'm just gonna write if. It's fine. We're okay. And everything's visible still. Okay. So if source, and then we basically need if source 1 is greater than source 2, source 1. If source, okay, so this is out 1. If source 1 is less than source 2, source 2. Can you else? I mean, like, yes. I mean, it's like an else if, right? Essentially. It's just, it's hard because, like, you have to get these things to do what you want. And, like, this is the easiest way for me to think about what I want to do. But like an else in this is a little bit harder. You have an input, you have some kind of comparator. So this is if, so I can do an if here with a 1 or a 0. So this is telling me if source 1, so this is really source 1 greater than source 2, and this is source 1 less than source 2. So this is source 2 max, source 1 max. So source 1 is larger, it gives me a 0. So if source 1 is larger, it gives a 0. Source 1 is larger, it gives a 0. What does that mean for me? How do we do this? So if source 1 is greater than source 2, this is what we want for route 1. I need to do like 2 though. Cause I was like, I have this. I don't think I'm close yet. So close. So if source 1 is greater than source 2. So essentially, if max equals source 1, 0. If max equals source 2, 1. Yeah. So I could create 4 and then add them. It seems really ineloquent though. I feel like there should be a shortcut. Maybe I need 4, right? I think I need 4. I feel like I need 4. So this little bit does this. And I can split this. And I might need a knot or something. If I'm doing the same thing twice, it doesn't make sense unless we have different inputs, actually. Yeah, that does make sense. Give me a red. Oh, I did that there. Let's... Okay, so we have out 1, out 2. Let's change to blue. Stick these down there. I don't really want to think too hard about this. I feel like this is the best way. Oh. Right? And this would be like the knot. Okay. So that should be fine because it should be 0 and 100. So if it's 100, it'll be 0. And if it's 0, it'll be 100. Yes. So it'll flip it. And then we should add them. Well, 2 of these that are like opposite of each other, I think is how that works. I should probably think about this more, but I kind of just want to like do things. So this is, so these 2 are the same conditions, so we shouldn't be, let's do brown, or yellow, let's do yellow. We'll stick this here, and so these 2 are the same conditions. They shouldn't be together, but these 2 should be together, and then these 2 should be together. And then this is talking about what is this? Source 1 is greater than source 2, 0. So source 1 is greater than source 2. How does this help by? Is this completely wrong? I feel like I'm just following a pattern here. I don't think this is actually how you do it. Yeah. And then I don't just switch these, do I? Damn, so close. Not as close at all. Okay. Should I look at the numbers? So this is 13, okay, so this is supposed to be what? Getting negative, oh, they're flipped? No, yes, that's flipped, that's flipped, that's flipped, that's flipped. I thought I just flipped these. What did I not like about that? Stop. What if I flip them? Oh, it didn't actually let me flip them. Haha. Nice, patterns. You're like, we'll stick them together, it'll work, right? Gorgeous. Nice. Nice work. Sometimes implementing behavior of a module from scratch really helps if you understand the nuances of the module. Yeah, I agree. Look at me. I did it. And cool. Radio clocking system. Oh, I have one. Did I already do that? Or is that a draft? We never did tell you why Miriam appointed me as the lead engineer. Did we? No, not really. I'm incredibly familiar with Ellis Agrotech equipment. Pretty useful when working on farms filled with their stuff. There's a reason why I know their equipment. I used to work for them in the old world. Really? Yes, these machines you've been working on. I know so much about them because I helped build them. Why did they break? Why did the machines break all at once? The truth is, I don't know. I wasn't executive level, so maybe these machines have secrets I don't know about. Maybe it was something outside these machines. It's a mystery to me, too. What was Ellis Agritech exactly? The biggest manufacturer of agriculture equipment in the old world. There used to be so many companies like it. Then its founder, Eldon Ellis, came along, and he swallowed them all. You know how he did it? Owned the entire market? How? Ellis equipment was state-of-the-art, sure, and he priced them accordingly. The farmers couldn't afford it, but if they didn't have his equipment, their crop yield would lost out to those that did have them. So Ellis gave them an offer. He'll rent out the equipment. In return, he got a cut of their revenue. Of course, as time went on, the more equipment they had to loan, the more profits he got. He practically owned them. That's ruthless. Yeah, exactly. So why did they break? Why did all the machines break all at once? The truth is, I don't know. I just read this. That's weird that they made me go through that twice. What does that have to do with Miriam's plan? Because Eldon Ellis is still out there, and he has some employees with him. He promised them refuge from the chaos, and they stayed. If we broadcast, he will be listening, and he's going to try to reclaim what he thinks is his, and that means our farms. Yes, so you can see why I think public broadcast is a bad idea, but it's not my call, so what do I do? What Miriam wants. I hope she knows what she's doing. I hope so too. Yeah, next step is to fix that memory buffer so we can record a short message and loop it for the broadcast. Along with this clock modules, we sent some sample and hold modules. You can use those as a replacement for the memory buffer. All right. Sick. Out 1 receives memory buffered signals from source 1 at regular intervals. The memory buffered signal is updated to the... I don't know what that means. It's fine. We'll do it. Out 1 receives memory buffered signals from source 1 at regular intervals. The memory buffered signal is updated to the latest signal from source 1. Oh god, that was a lot of words. Samples the current value at the input when a trigger is received and stores it in the memory. The current memory value is sent to the output. So it holds it? Where's the gate? Samples the current value at the input when a trigger is received and stores it to the memory. The current memory value is sent to the output. What? Okay, 23, 23, 27, 27. So it takes every 2. Negative 30, negative 30, 41, 41. So it takes every 2. It takes every 2. So we need a clock interval of 2. That's going to be our gate. And then our in is going to be our source 1. Their words made no sense, but the numbers made sense. So that was good. It's done. The broadcast system is ready. What now? Now I will record our message and you will broadcast it. Are you ready to receive the recording? Yes, send it over. Begin recording. Hello, fellow survivors. I am broadcasting from the abandoned farmstead north. The numbers always makes more sense than the words. Sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes they are meaningless. I'm broadcasting from the abandoned farmstead north of the intersection of Highway I-451 and I-82. We are the community of survivors who have survived this new world through collaboration and cooperation with one another. and we'd like you to invite you to join us. If you are out there, a lone wanderer just scraping by, find us. We have a home for you. Excellent, thank you. Now what? We wait. If there's someone listening, they'll find you. What if it's Ellis Agritech or bandits? Then we'll join you over there and help you defend. Do not worry, we'll be there for you if they come. All right. Thanks, Miriam. In the meantime, there's still equipment in need of fixing. Sure. Sick. Okay, so those are all done. Tractor security system. Well, that's over. Hopefully nothing bad happens over from the broadcast. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we should get back to work repairing this farm. If we do get survivors joining us, we'd best be prepared. So what's next? The vehicles, we'll need them to till the fields for planting, for harvesting. We can start with the tractors. Turning them on requires a key code, but we can hack them. All right. Ooh, is this a hacking game now? That's sick. Okay. Out 1 receives a clock signal with an interval of 6 time steps. Out 2 receives a buffered signals from source 1 at regular intervals of 6 time steps. The buffered signal is updated to the latest signal from source 1. Words, again. I don't know what those mean. But, so it's 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 65. So this is just... We just take that value, 20, 30, oh, negative 30? Because it's every other is negative? No. 65, 20, 30, 35, negative 50. Okay, so that one's just buffered. So out 2 should be easy. Is it 5? I think it's like 6. We're gonna need we need a switcher. A switcheroo. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, it's because it's 6 instead of 5. It's 6. Oh, is that's the hard part? Okay. Don't just try to do that. Is it just buffer? No. I just need like I need one more. I just need one more. Can I like do a... How do I combine clocks? So do I do 2 and 3 and then every 6? Is that how that works? That's like the first factor, right? Are we doing like common factors now? Because yikes. I did it. The last one anyway, not the second one. Okay. What is this one now? Clock signal with an interval of 6. Oh. All right. Easy. Okay, let's color code everything. Yay! Pro. There we go, tractor's up and running. There's some improvements you can make to it though. If you're up to it, I'll take a look. No, it's perfect. It's wonderful. Okay. I feel very satisfied with this game right now. I'm going to do what's my other game at?